The Living Loom. This is a silkworm. 5,000 years ago, it was the first insect to be domesticated. And these are the laborers of the loom. Silkworms are amongst the hungriest in the insect kingdom, as you can see. Once satisfied, the worm starts to produce silk by excreting a liquid composition through its mouth, which solidifies once touched by the air, forming a thin silk thread. It is from this silk that it manufactures its cocoon, and in doing so, it forms the longest natural fiber in the world, sometimes even reaching a length of 4 kilometers. After a 1-month metamorphosis, the now silk moth rips out of the cocoon. It spreads its wings, ready to take flight. But alas, it can't. It's too fat. A rather uncomfortable side effect of the genetically modified insect. Typically, humans would boil the cocoon so the moth wouldn't destroy the fiber. But what if the silkworm does not only produce the silk, but also instantly weaves the designs by itself? One wouldn't have to kill the animals, and the caterpillar could reach its goal to become a moth and reproduce itself. Would that be a Disney fantasy, or could it be reality? And so the research began. A way to control the silk before they made the cocoon had to be found. But in many cases they ignored the looms and instead went into the corners to make a mess. So circles it was. The results were intriguing, but not what was intended. So a closer look to the preferred gap spacing and material was necessary. Oftentimes the caterpillar escaped the testing facilities and started their own adventures. Changing the disobedient behavior from frustrating to inspiring, a new approach had been found. Since they seemed to like crawling into curtains and flat surfaces, a similar environment was created in further tests. Combining the textile with the flat base underneath encouraged the silkworms to connect the gaps with a strong woven structure. Similar to the Japanese kintsugi technique, where gold was used to repair broken ceramics, precious silk was now being used to repair broken fabrics. Without any murders or human intervention, the silkworms enhanced the fabrics and left their trace.